Okay guys, so today I'm going to do a remake of the video I did the other day because it got cut halfway and uh, actually wasn't a really good video altogether, so I'm going to do a remake. This is basically an ATM machine. The original maker, I believe, is FedEx Gaming, and he's on YouTube as well. If you want, you can check out his channel. He's got some pretty good tutorials. Alright, let's get started. First off, you're going to want to make a 3x3 block, 3 high and 3 wide, like I have here. And you're going to want to place on the outside of it buttons on every one of the blocks. Okay, then you go around to the back side and do the same, but with redstone torches. Alright, next you're going to dig down one under the middle torch, and you're going to go out 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, you're going to place redstone dust under the torch, a repeater there so it doesn't get powered from that torch, and redstone, my bad, all the way to there, and a repeater. Okay, next we're going to put a block right here, and we're also going to do redstone dust here, and repeater there and there. Okay, above that redstone dust, you're going to put another block on both of them like I just did. And you're going to put a redstone dust in the middle and a repeater in front of it. Okay, next we can go right here and put 2 blocks. Put another block here and on the other side, and go ahead and make like a little pyramid shaped. And we want to do the same on the other side. Put our 2 blocks going out like so. Next, you're going to go down with redstone dust to right there and put a repeater going out. Do the same on the other side. And we're going to do a repeater here, here, and here. And the same on the other side, here, here, and there. Put redstone dust on the remaining block on both sides. Not redstone block, but redstone dust. Next, we're going to go above this top torch in the middle and place a block. And we're going to go over 2, and we're going to start going down to right there. And let me get a half stone block for this part, just to show you. Well, you can do this either of ways. You can put a half stone block above that torch like this, or you can put a repeater over that torch. It works the same either way, but for this tutorial I'm going to just use the repeater. Next, we go all the way down with redstone dust and put a repeater. Now all of our buttons should be wired, so we can just make sure that they all work correctly and only one of them gets powered for each button. You can also number these while you're doing this, that way you know which one is which. But me, I just check and see which one gets powered or unpowered and go from there is how I do it. So you can do it either or, doesn't matter. Okay, in front of these redstone repeaters, you want to place a line of blocks. And this is actually how you're going to get powered to the next layer if you want to add more than one combination. and more than one output. So you're going to place torches on the top and also on the side like this. Next, we're going to put like so. We're going to do repeater, block, 4 times. So let's go ahead and do that. Repeater, block, repeater, block. And I'm going to stop saying it so I don't annoy you guys. And the last row of blocks. This is actually only 4 because I'm doing a 4-digit combination, but you can have however many you want. You can have a 100-digit combination if you want to. You just have to go out 100 doing the same thing. Repeater, block, repeater, block. Okay, at the end you put another line of repeaters and then a line of redstone dust. Okay, next we're going to go out one more on the right side looking from the front, and we're going to place another block like so. And in front of those you're going to put sticky pistons. You can do sticky piston and any block, or you can do normal pistons and sand or gravel. Either or, it doesn't matter. But for this tutorial, I'm just going to use sticky piston with red wool. Okay, next, what we're going to do is come out from the back of this block 4. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4. And we're going to connect up in the middle and put one on the end. Okay, now we can go to the back and build out one like that and go all the way around with it and curve one out at the end like that. Then go under those, skip a block and go down one more, and we're going to go 3 on this side and 1 in the middle. Then you can break the block on the top of it. Okay, next we're going to do a repeater before every one of the red blocks and 1 at the end. Next we're going to do a repeater here and here going into these blocks, and we're going to put a redstone torch right there. Then you can connect all the way around with redstone dust and cover it around at the end. Do the same at the bottom, but on the last one going into this block, put a repeater full delay. Okay, now you can take out your other block and build like so, coming out from behind these repeaters, and build down so you can connect with redstone dust to these repeaters. Now we're ready to set up the combination. The way this is going to work, you're going to start from the back and work your way forward. So if the combination was to be 2, 3, 0, 8, this last one would be 2, 3, 0, and then 8. Starting from the back going forward. Alright, so for this combination, I'm going to do 1 as the first number. This row lights up, so we're going to drop redstone dust right there. And the second number is going to be a 3. This row lights up, so we'll put it on our second number, second row of blocks from the back. Next number is going to be 7. This is the row that lights up, so do the same. And for the last number is going to be a 9. This is the row that lights up. And once you do this, you want to go to the end and break the repeater on each one of these that you had to place redstone dust. Okay, and what that does is ensure that the locking mechanism doesn't reset whenever you actually input the right combination. Next, we're going to take our blocks and build up one all the way and skip the last one from your redstone dust all the way over on each one like I'm doing. Next, we'll take our redstone dust and connect it all the way to the end like this. Now we're ready to go check and see if our combination is working correctly. So we have 1, you'll see that the last block comes up, 3, 7, and 9. And there we have it. It's all working properly. Now for this tutorial, I'm going to go ahead and build a 2 combinations and 2 outputs. That way it'll give you an idea for whenever you want to go on and do any more. So what you're going to do is above these torches, you're going to build a line of blocks. Put redstone torches on top of these blocks. And on top of those torches, put another line of blocks. Then we can start building just like we did down here. We'll put redstone torches above those and redstone torches on the outside. The way you can tell you're on the right row is whenever the torches are not powered. Now we're going to go out from these torches here. We're going to skip this first block and we're going to put our row of blocks. Actually, you can go ahead and build a whole platform here all the way down to the redstone dust. Now you can go ahead and start doing the same thing that you did under the bottom. Place your line of repeaters and line of blocks. Do the same as you did under the bottom. So I'm going to go ahead and place all my repeaters first. And then go back and do my blocks. Don't forget to go out one extra so you can place your sticky pistons. You're basically just copying everything you did on the first, so I'm not gonna tell you guys how to do it over. If you want to know again, just rewind the video. Okay, now for this combination, I'm going to do 2, 4, 6, 8. Just something simple. Okay, so our 2 is going to be all the way at the end. 4. 6. And 8. Okay, connect all the way right before the last block. And since this one is already on the last one, you don't have to place a block. You can just place your redstone dust. And don't forget to go to the end and delete your repeaters. Since these 2 are on the last 2, you can go ahead and delete that redstone dust as well. Like so. Now let's check out our second code. Oh yeah, don't forget to set this repeater to 4 ticks delay. Okay, so 2, 4, 6, and 8. Alright, now we can actually start working on our output. The way I did it is just diagonal from there. I made a little dip down, and above this I'm going to place blocks over it just like so. And that's where you can build your wall or however you're going to build it. And let me go ahead and replace some of these blocks with some rails that we're going to need. We're going to need some powered rails, activator rails, and normal rails. Okay. Right here you want a powered rail. Under this block you're going to put a normal rail, and then you can go back to your powered rails. You're going to want to go up, I'm going to say about 3 blocks to about right there, and you can go ahead and go powered rails all the way across those. And curve it back to right here, lined up even with this. Okay, you want to put a powered rail on the last one, but we're going to go up 1 extra so it will make the rail face upwards like it is. And we're going to put a normal rail. Then after you do that, you can break that rail, and the rail will stay like it is. Okay, after that, you're going to put a activator rail, 3 powered rails, another activator rail, and normal rails. This we're going to want powered at all times, so we can just place a torch under it just like this. Okay, now we can go ahead and start our output. So we're going to place a block right under here and place a torch on it. Then right here we're going to place another block right diagonally from that one. Place a repeater going into this block, a torch coming from this block, another repeater, and redstone dust. Now this rail should only get activated whenever the code is input correctly. So let me get a minecart and we'll go ahead and test out that first code. which should be 1, 3, okay, I don't know what the heck is going on there. Actually shouldn't be moving on that powered rail. I don't know why it's doing that. One second. I was placing the wrong rails. Now it shouldn't move at all. And we already have 1, 3 put in, so we'll go ahead and put in our last bit of the combination, which is 7 and 9, and we'll get our minecart. You can place a button down anywhere to send it back. There, there, or there. Okay, now we can go ahead and start working on our second combination. Okay, you want to go skip a block and you can start the rails right here. Okay, this one I'm going to do a redstone block under it, or you can power it any way you would like, but it needs to be powered at all times, so that's why I'm just going to do redstone block. Do your powered rail. And normal rail, just like you did over here. And you can delete the last one. Put a block right here. Build out from there, and we're going to want to put a torch here, block here, torch, and redstone dust connecting up to there. Okay, now that should get powered whenever you activate the next one. But to ensure that the mine carts go back to the right place, we're going to have to build something underneath here. And I'm going to need this sticky piston back. You can do sticky pistons or normal pistons on this. I'm just going to do sticky pistons because sticky pistons are awesome. Okay, so you're going to want to come straight down from this activator rail, and you're going to dig down one to the right and 2 to the left. And depending on however many outputs you're going to have to dig this trench going out the other way. But seeing as we're just doing this with 2 outputs, I'm only going to have one of these at the bottom. Also, with each other one that you do, for instance, I'll give you an example. You're going to have to swap the blocks. So if you go there on that one, you're going to have to go here on the next one, and then back over to that one on the next one. Okay, so we can put a torch right there, and a block here, and 2 blocks above it. Then we're going to put torches on either side and connect it up with dust. That way that it gets powered from this activator rail. Okay, then you want to come up from here, and over on this side you're going to make 2 blocks coming out from the rails and 1 under it. Then you're going to put a repeater going into the rail, a torch, and another torch under the bottom. And you actually want this block to be over the torch, so you can go ahead and delete that torch and put it back, and it'll make it right. Now we can connect with our redstone dust and put a repeater. That way it's automatically gonna face the rails to go down where we want it to go. And whenever the minecart goes over this activator rail, it will swap this, so whenever you send it back, it goes straight back into the second slot instead of always to the first slot. Okay, now we can get our chest on our minecarts, and actually I'm going to go ahead and test to make sure this actually works. So the second combination was 2, 4, 6, 8, and we'll get our second chest, and it goes back to the right place. Also, one other thing to note, whenever you're building this any bigger than what I have here, you're going to have to add repeaters in between and connect them all up. I'll give you an example. Okay, so you'll have your block here, your 2 blocks on the top, and your redstone dust like so. You'll want to connect these 2 together and connect your repeater into that. That way they always switch the right ones. And we'll go ahead and throw a random block, diamond, and emerald into each of these chests. And we'll go test it out. First combination was 1, 3, 7, 9. And we got our block of diamond. Send it back, it goes back to the first slot. And we can enter in our second combination, which is 2, 4, 6, 8. And we get our second chest, which should have emerald. Send it back, and it goes back to its spot on the second one. And this is it. Something you guys can vote on in the comment section is what I'll be doing a tutorial on next. I have 2 items. One of them is actually automatic wheat farm. It's not all finished growing at the moment, but it's basically an automatic wheat farm and sorter. You flip the switch. Had a little bit of lag. Actually didn't have tile drops on, but what would happen is the wheat and seeds will go out into these hoppers and will be automatically sorted in these chests below. The seeds will go here and wheat here, and for the other farm the seeds will go here and the wheat there. And say a chicken gets into your farm and lays an egg or something like that, and that gets mixed up in the bunch, all of that stuff will go into this small chest in the middle. The next item is this counter. You can actually press this button, cycle through the numbers by ones, or you can go and click this other button and it'll automatically count. It'll go from 1 to 0, or you can have it actually go from 9 back down to 0. However you want to do it, it just depends on how you set it up. And you can use this to cycle back to 0. And that's it for today. If you guys like, just leave a like and comment which one you would like to see a tutorial on how to build next.